just doing these lift arms off the Massey 77. They're quite worn on the end here. Don't know how pretty worn they are. I don't know before they actually split apart and the bolts and pop out there. So I've taken them off. They weren't too bad. Pins came out and everything, to my amazement. We've got these new bits to weld on. These aren't quite the same, it's just slightly smaller but shorter here. Don't think that'll matter. They'll be a fraction of what the massive ones were, even if I'm not sure you can get a weld on this from. But anyway, these are some that I got some CBM ones, I believe. So I'm going to cut these off. I'll show you how I got them off before they. You have to jack the camera out to get these out. But anyway, I'm going to cut these off. I'm going to take these in the workshop, cut these off in a minute, and then start welding them back together. First thing I've done on this is just make this little fixture up, just so I can get the angle right. I'll show you there. So that's 10mm gap. I've got a piece of 10mm bar. So that's 10mm gap. Bring it back a bit between there and there. So I just put this with a guillotine and just sliced it off until it's right. So that means now I can just cut this out, and I don't have to worry about this angle. I know this angle's, I know this bit of plate's not going to move. I could use a bevel or something like that, but actually just cutting a bit of plate just eliminates any error that might happen. So I'm going to cut this off now. Probably cut it with a good old poker again. Feed this back and then get rid of the weld it in. Right, what I've done, just cut this off with a replacement. And now I'll just start putting breath on it. So I'm going to put a bit, put the teeth back in, put a good bevel on all of this. Probably set it up with a root gap in there. I'll explain what that is before I start welding it. Put the proper breath on here. And probably give this a little bit of preheat. Well, this lump is probably warm enough. Probably just the other half just wants a little bit of heat. This is quite hot where it's been cut. I'm actually saying it could have a little twist in this arm, but not enough to make any odds, I don't think. But just looking at it by my eye. But anyway, I'll get guide digress. So I'm going to prep all round, get this right, and then I will get the fixture and work out how I'm going to clamp it on. What I've done here, set this up, I've just used a piece of bar, bent that to my fixture size because I've just done it in the first place, but you know, didn't think at the time. So that works well, I just clamped in here. This uses TIG wire, so this is my root gap. The root gap is, that's it, you see that there? The root gap is fit in the middle, and the fret there. So that just gives somewhere when you put the first weld in for everything to penetrate into. So we have this little gap in here. I'll tack up first, grind the tacks back, and then we'll start welding it through around. We probably don't want to get too hot between passes. It's probably going to take a couple of passes. It won't take so much in the great scheme of things. It doesn't take so much welding on there. And this is what we're going to do. I've taken that in there. I've just removed this bit of TIG wire out of here. See, there's a little bit broken off in there. That's why I always use TIG wire, because if it breaks off, it's not going to hurt the weld because it's the same as the parent, same as the wire you're putting into it. So that's fine. So it's just got metal. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just weld all the way around now. Take these clamps off. I can weld all the way around cautiously, so I don't pull any of the welds out. So I don't pull any of the welds out. So I don't move this. Now this is set up. I've got this cranked on there. And then we put the subsequent capping passes in. Okay, just show you this root. So the root's in here. There's no need to grind that out. That's a good looking root. So we put substitute classes in there. Just got to root around these edges. Finished welding up, and this one's good. We'll bolt this back onto the tractor, and I can show you how they come on. Okay, so we welded this all round. I think I put 4 welds in all the way round, so I did classic sort of B formation to start off with. So we did another pass this way, another pass this way, and then just ran the cap on the top there. Welded in quite nicely, no problem at all there. I've just welded it with a big plant, old-fashioned big plant transformer, in spray transfer. I remember 500 amps on this machine, and that's all you want. You know, I've got a fancy machine, but the fancy machine doesn't weld as well as this when it's set up properly. So you know, nice and simple, old tech, job done. So I can bolt this back on the tractor now. Right, just bolting this on. Just giving that a drop of paint, just to make it a little bit prettier before I put it back on. Right, first thing to do, I've put this pin in already. These can be a pig to get out sometimes if they've shouldered, but this was absolutely fine on this, so there was no problem at all on that, probably because I haven't let them wear out too much. You put stabiliser link back on, will be the next job, which is down here, which bolts through this hole here with my fingers poking out of. And the only awkward thing is you have to take this bracket off to get to it. So there's 2 are threaded, I don't know if you can see them. Fortunately I can get the impact drive on all of them, so I can get 3/4 impact drive to undo it. So that wasn't too bad. But this bracket is, I suspect you're supposed to probably take it off at this suspension, cab suspension. But I like to take the bare minimum off, because everything I take out I have to put back on. And you know, you never know how anything's going to move anyway. So I'm taking this off, just drop this and you can get it out of the way. Once you've done that, it will manipulate it easy. It's got plenty of swing in it. You just have to jack the cab as you do it. I've got a little hot jack in there. So I'm just going to reassemble all this, and then we'll take the other side off and do exactly the same on the other side. Right, she's bolted all back together. 2 new bits in there. Everything done. I've got no play in them now. Pretty solid now, pretty good, yeah, happy with them. So another little job done.